a Saturday night. A little messed up, but we're all right.
Yeah, they are.
Today.
I love them using Blaine to play for the Lance Armstrong thing. That was very good.
I see what they did there.
They're so good. Welcome back to Valley View Live, home of Ashley Red. I'm excited to share that we've also teamed up here at Valley View Live with Angie's List to bring you weekly segments we think you're really going to love.
Oh yeah, we really think. Like today's. There are tons of home improvement projects that lend themselves to doing it yourself. DIY, it's a big thing right now, right? But there's one job, well, that just doesn't do that. Dow has more from our Valley View Live sponsor, Angie's List.
Painting and wallpapering are popular DIY home improvement projects, but they can quickly become complicated if your walls aren't in good shape. For most homes, that means your drywall needs to be a flat, even canvas that will easily accept your new paint or wallpaper.
DIY projects can be a lot of fun, but honestly, drywall is a lot harder than it looks. It's heavy material, takes lots of tools. It's really best left to the professionals.
Even small drywall repair jobs can get messy and complicated, but those jobs can be DIY'd, especially if you're handy. But finishing a basement or other room with no drywall in place or installing new drywall to repair damaged walls is another story.
The reason why it's not a good DIY job is that if you don't know what you're doing, it's going to look pretty bad in the end product. So a professional knows how to install it, especially like a whole house. If you go to try to do a whole house, a whole basement, it could take you days. A professional can do a house of this size in a day, him and a couple other guys.
Hanging the drywall, which can weigh 80 pounds and generally takes a 3-person crew, is just step 1 of a 4-step process. Next comes mudding, taping, and sanding, all very detailed and necessary to provide that flat, even canvas.
For a 12 by 14 room, it'll take a professional about 3 or 4 hours to hang a room that size and a few days to finish it and get it ready for paint. For a 12 by 14 room, a DIY project, it could probably turn into weeks, if not a month, pretty quickly.
If you do want to DIY this project, Angie suggests you evaluate whether you have the time and the tools to do it right. The average homeowner may not have some of the tools needed to get the job done right and may not need them again after the job is done.
Do you have a hawk? Do you have a mud pan? Do you have a putty knife laying around your house? I know I don't. Those are all different types of tools you're going to use even for a small drywall job. If you're drywalling an entire room, it's going to be even more materials. That's why this is a job that when you get down to the nuts and bolts of it is really probably best priced out by a professional.
We'll see. Cass of Ashley Red says, you know, he's been doing this his whole life, so just call him, right? Right, Cass? All right. Angie's List says the cost of a professional drywall installation job for a 12 by 14 room starts at about $200 with extra costs coming in for those follow-up steps. Thank you to our Valley View Live sponsor, Angie's List, for those tips. And again, call Cass.